Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So the reason why we're down here is because I'm going to be doing a skincare collection, just because I didn't really want to put myself on camera today, just because I genuinely can't be bothered to do my makeup. That is actually the honest reason, and just because I'm not exactly feeling myself today. It's just one of those days. And I thought, well, I could do a skincare routine because my skin is genuinely in need of some love. But then I thought, it might just be easier, and I guess you guys would be more interested in doing a collection of all my skincare. Now, ignore the crap that's down there. I've got a whiteboard of literally to-do lists. Like, I like to write down on a massive whiteboard just so I don't forget. And then also just a kitten book, because this book is really special to me, hence it's so old. But anyway, that is completely irrelevant. So here is my vanity. Ignore everything on there, but I keep some makeup there, obviously the makeup over there, which I do have a makeup collection, so if you want to watch that, it's also on my channel, so have a look out. But I keep my skincare here and here. So I'll open the first drawer, which is literally just the super boring drawer. Now, I love this drawer because I use these products nearly every single day, especially this one. I really, honestly, I love it. And just a heads up, I have very dry and sensitive skin. I don't necessarily get spots, which is so lucky. But I do suffer with very dry skin, so say if my skin is super dry and it's peeling, I won't be able to put makeup on. And I'm just one of those people, I can't wear makeup every single day, like foundation, because it just dries my skin out. Say if I do want to wear makeup, and I know that I'm going to be wearing this makeup for a long time and I'm wearing quite a lot of makeup, I will have to prep my skin in order for the makeup to look nice. So it is kind of a bit of a faff, to be honest, because I have to do so much hydrating to my face. But I really don't mind because I don't suffer with spots. So I think I'm quite lucky in that sense, and I'm very grateful. I did used to, but luckily as I've got older, I'm nearly 18. It's my birthday on Thursday, which is pretty lit, 29th of October, if anyone's wondering. But yeah, so luckily I've grown out of my spots, which, oh, I'm so glad. So I just really have a skincare just to make sure that my skin is clean, obviously, and hydrated, because I suffer with that so bad. I do suffer with blackheads, but not that bad, like nothing that concerns me. I'm really not embarrassed by blackheads in the slightest. But anyway, so let's get into the video. So the first thing I use is a micellar water by Nivea, and it removes makeup and it cleans your skin and whatnot. I don't like to use soap on my skin because my skin's just too sensitive and just far too dry. Like, using soap on my skin just dries it out. It literally feels like the desert after I've used soap on my skin, so I don't do that. And I don't need to rinse this off, and it doesn't have any perfume in. It isn't that expensive. I think for 400ml it's about £10, which I love this stuff. I also have a mini that my sister uses. My sister uses the Garnier micellar water in the pink bottle, and I use the Nivea in the purple bottle. And for some reason I had a Garnier mini and she had a Nivea mini, so we swapped. So yeah, I'm also using this little Nivea mini, which is great because, as you can see, I'm nearly running out, and honestly, as soon as I run out, I'm going to buy some more. I think this is a product that's going to stay with me forever, just because it's not an interesting product. It's not like worldly or anything. It's not like, oh my god, amazing, I'm gonna post about it. But it's just one of those things that really does work for me. So that is something I use every single day. I use it at night and in the morning, and that's basically what I use to wash my face, really. Now, I also use this simple toner, which is also for dry skin. It's alcohol free, so it does not dry my skin out in the slightest. That's something that I always have to look out with my products, whether it includes alcohol, because that is a drying product. Oh, also mind my nail, I'm really sorry about it. I broke it and just thought, for the video purposes, I'm going to stick it back on, so my nails don't look as bad, but I am going to be redoing my nails today. This is what I use for my toner. Now, I use it less nowadays just because I don't get spots as often, but I use my toner just to help with little bits of scarring and blemishes. It helps get rid of them and soothe them out. So yeah, I really do love this product. I don't think it's too expensive. All these products are from the drugstore. I'm not into spending a lot of money in skincare, because I just don't feel like I need to, really. And these products work for me really well, and I am very happy with my skin. But yeah, I use this simple toner, which is great, works wonders for my skin. And then I also, and this is genuinely amazing, this is Clean and Clear Blackhead Clearing Cleanser. Now this has got alcohol in it, and you can see it's got acid and whatnot, so this does dry out my skin, so I can't use it often. Now I only use this product when I notice that my blackheads are kind of creeping up on me, and genuinely it says results from day one. That is genuinely true, honestly. Yeah, and it makes my skin look super smooth, but again, I can't use it often purely because it's too drying on my skin. But when I do use this, I let it dry, and then I put moisturiser on after. This is again from the drugstore and not expensive. It's probably about £6 for how many? What volume is this? This is 200ml. So yeah, and I also have another one that I've nearly run out of. But yeah, this is something that I'll always keep with me. I've been using this for years. It really does keep my skin clear. But again, if you've got extremely sensitive skin, maybe this won't work for you. They do have a sensitive skin option, but I don't feel like it works as well. So I just use this one, but use it not as often because I know my limit with it. Oh, and then also, obviously, I need to use something with these. Now, I use these cotton pads that I got from our local grocery store, really. I get them from all sorts of places: Boots, Superdrug, Primark, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, just literally anywhere that sells them, because they don't need to be the best. And then I also have these large ones here. Now I will say these aren't very sustainable. I don't like the fact that they're not reusable and whatnot, so I'm going to look into more sustainable options rather than just like ones that you use and then just chuck out, because obviously that's not the best for the environment. So I will be looking into that. If I do find some, also let me know. Please let me know down below if you use any like sustainable cotton pads. So yeah, and if anyone else is wondering, you guys can look in the comments if anyone else has commented. But I will be on the lookout, and if I do find some, I will put them in the description of this video if I do find them. So keep a lookout in the description. So that's that for that drawer. Now moving into the next drawer. This is slightly more exciting. Now I've included, so I've got skincare for my face, but also skincare for my body because I have dry skin. I'll go over there first. So I use the Righteous Butter by Soap and Glory. I have this mini which is nearly out. I think I got this for Christmas from my sister, and I literally used it nearly all up. But I then have this really big one that I like to use. But that isn't actually my favourite stuff to use on my body. I really like this Vaseline Aloe Soothe Intensive Care one, just because it's great and it's not greasy. So once it's like soaked in, I can just put my PJs on and feel great. But yeah, I do have very dry skin, so that's why I use that. And I really also love the way it smells. I love aloe vera. So this one, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of reminds me of like what old grannies would use. Not to be rude, but genuinely it kind of reminds me of what old grannies would use, but it genuinely actually does work, and I like the smell of it, so I use it. And this is from the drugstore. It's not going to be expensive. I also have bio oil, which I used to use because of stretch marks, but I genuinely couldn't care less about my stretch marks now, so I just don't use it. I'm going to keep it just in case, but yeah, I don't really use it because I just couldn't care less about stretch marks in the slightest. Okay, moving on to my face. So this is the moisturiser I use. Now, I absolutely love this moisturiser. I recently bought a new one. So this is actually a moisturising lotion, hence it says right there. But I realised that using a thick moisturiser was too thick for my face, and my face just wouldn't let it sink in quite well, and it would kind of just dry on top of my skin rather than soaking in, whereas this lotion genuinely soaks in, and it soaks in quick. I love it. I would never ever go back, and I don't like the feeling of feeling greasy on my face, but this doesn't make me feel like that. So I love this. It's from E45. I think it was about £10 for 500ml. My last one lasted me definitely a year, so this isn't half bad, and I use this 2 times a day. well, not even 2 times a day, I'd say 1 time a day at night, and then say if in the mornings my skin feels slightly dry, I will put a little bit of this on, but at night I really coat my skin in it. Not coat, like not ridiculously where it gets all over my pillow, but I do put quite a lot on just because I do have dry skin. And then I also have this Nivea Daily Essential cream. This is SPF 15. So when it's a sunny day, I will definitely put this on my face, because if I put sunscreen on, my face would break out. Obviously, if it's a really hot day, then I will have to put sun cream on, but it is what it is. I like it because obviously SPF, and then also say if my skin is super dry and I know that I'm going to be putting makeup on later on in the day, I will put this on throughout the day because it soaks in quick and it doesn't look greasy. This one slightly does look greasy, like more wet if anything, whereas this just soaks straight in. So this is a good like makeup prep moisturizer. I don't use it nearly as often as this one, just because I don't wear makeup that often, but I really do love this moisturizer, again for sensitive skin. And then I have this witch stick, which I used to use when I had spots. You can see I've used quite a lot, but I don't really use this anymore just because I don't have spots, thankfully. But yeah, this worked really well for me. However, it is drying on the skin, so you have to be careful with that. And then again, another spot thing from Clean and Clear. It's a spot control treatment gel, which it does work. However, it does dry out the spot, so sometimes I feel like the spot will linger just because it's so dry. It definitely does reduce the redness, so it's good to put on a spot before makeup. And then moving over here, I have a lot of number 7 products. I have a face mask, a hydration mask, which I absolutely love this. I will definitely be purchasing another once I've used it up, because this is genuinely amazing and it looks so cool too. And then I have a cleanser, which I like to use all this number 7 stuff when my skin is seriously in need of help, because it's just so good. But obviously number 7 is slightly more expensive than my other stuff, so when my skin really needs a good exfoliate and just a really good hydration moment, then I will use all this stuff. And yeah, and this is all for dry and sensitive skin. And then I've got this moisturizer, which is a recovery gel cream, and then a water surge gel, which is amazing because I'll use this. It came in a set, so I like to use it all at once. And then this is my exfoliator, which is genuinely amazing. It's not harsh on the skin in the slightest. And it really does work wonders for me, and it's only small because I don't use it too often, just because obviously you can't exfoliate too often. This is my face wash, which you can also use it as a mask. I don't use it often just because I do think it's slightly drying because it's like face wash, but it is very good. It helps with blemishes. So say if I feel like my spots are slightly bad, I'll start off with this, but again, I don't use it often at all. Now, more face masks. I have this charcoal face mask, which is again for like congested and lifeless skin. I don't use it ever anymore because I just think it doesn't work that well for me, but I still have it just in case if like my friends come round and we want to do face masks, they can use this one because this one's the cheap version, which might be a bit harsh, but still, yeah, that's literally that's genuinely what my friends would use. And then my other masks, which are like my pride and joy, I love these masks. I use the Garnier Moisture Bomb masks, just because my skin, again, is so dehydrated all the time, which is really annoying. I drink lots of water, by the way, but I genuinely do just have dry skin. So I use the Moisture Bomb, and genuinely, oh my god, these things, amazing. If you've never used these and you haven't, and you suffer with dry skin, get your hands on one of these, especially this one. This one's my favorite for dehydrated skin, and they have lots of different types. So this is the Moisture Bomb Super Hydrating and Revitalizing Mask. This is the Moisture Bomb Nighttime Mask, which is super hydrating and it repairs the skin barrier and soothes tired skin before bed, which we all love one of them. And then down here we've got a super hydrating and glow reviving face mask, which is always great. They are slightly expensive. I think it's about £3 per mask, which yes is expensive, but when you really do need a pick me up, these just do the job like you've never known before. But yeah, so that was that drawer. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment any questions down below. And yeah, check out the description. I'll leave my Instagram and my TikTok and my other channel linked. But yeah, that was the whole video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment anything down below. I upload every Sunday, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye guys.